Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me for this episode of your FIshcast Live. I'm, of course, your host, Dave, and this is your FIshcast, where we assign points to fish. The points are made up, but the friendship is for real. And thank you so much for joining me today. We got a great show in store for you. But right off the top, let's take a score recap. We had some serious moves from last episode with the introduction of the Ultra Mega Coin. Currently in the lead, we have Mango with 38, followed closely by Gordo with 31. Third place, we have Pooper with 24, then Blooper with 20. Spike with 22, Blooper with 20, Mike with 15, and Nooper with 12. And I don't know why, but Nooper just always manages to find his way to the rear. Which is funny, because you would think that would be Pooper's job. But this is FIshcast Live, and I'm your host, Dave. And you can call us. Join in on the live tank action. Give us a call at 469-573-4388. We here at Fishbone Park Lake are standing by to receive your call. And while we're waiting, maybe we can play a little round of coin jest. And the timer starts now. 60 seconds on the clock. Let's see it. We got plus fives and minus fives ready to go. They're on deck. Oh, and Gordo with a plus 5 right off the bat. That takes him to 36. Oh. And Blooper, I think, was a wash. Gordo hit another plus 5. And that was Greenbelly, Nooper, 17. 30 seconds on the clock. And Blooper just hit a plus 5, taking him to 25. Oh. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's it. 469-573-4388. Let us know what you think. Gordo has just wrested the lead from Mango. Justly or unjustly, he did. And that concludes our first round of Coin Jest. We got Gordo, Mango, Pooper, Spike. No, excuse me. Pooper, Blooper, Spike, Nooper, and then Mike. Those are the scores. And let's see what our friends at the Good News Network have for us today. This is an excellent story. A MacGyver-minded officer saves toddler from bottom of a 10-foot hole with a makeshift catch pole. From Kansas comes the story of a quick-thinking rescue that hauled a 14-month toddler from a would-be tomb at the bottom of a drain pipe. The terrifying ordeal was caught on camera and saw a Mound Ridge Police Department officer build on the spot a makeshift catch pole, typically used for pulling varmints out of hard-to-reach places. Secured under his shoulders, the loop of rope at the end of the catch pole was able to haul the boy, named Bentley, out from where he was trapped, 10 feet down a section of 12-inch wide PVC pipe that had been buried vertically. In certain fits of frustration, it's entirely possible, especially in the South, that a parent should refer to a rambunctious and recalcitrant 2-year-old as a varmint. Fortunately for Bentley, he was still the size of the varmint, and so the varmint catching tech proved life-saving. The parents said they called 911 just before 2 p.m. when they realized Bentley had fallen into the PVC hole. Looking down at him as he was screaming, he wanted out of there. He wanted help, and you can't do anything. Just complete helplessness, Blake, the boy's father, told the local news station covering the rescue. It's horrifying. It's haunting to feel so helpless knowing that your child is in serious need of help. When police, fire department, and EMS arrived at the family's home in Mound Ridge, about 40 miles northwest of Wichita, Officer Ronnie Wagner had an idea. He obtained a long, thin section of PVC from the paramedics, threaded a rope through the length of it, and tied a knot on one side. He was making a tool typically used by animal control officers, and thought it would serve the same purpose here. In dramatic footage of the rescue, the officers can be seen negotiating the loop of rope at the end of the pole around the boy before gently lifting him to safety after a 15 to 20 minute ordeal. We are so relieved to report that the child, while understandably shaken, was unharmed, the department said. Police thanked all the first responders for their swift and effective action, which transformed a dangerous situation into a successful rescue. Thank you, Andy. That's really good news. Folks, 469-573-4388. That's our phone number. Give us a call. What do you think about Gordo taking the lead for what I think might be the first time this season? A pretty commanding lead over everyone except Mango. Oh, incoming call. FIshcast Live, where are you calling from? What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, this is Lauren.
Hi, Lauren. Where are you calling in from?
Around Dallas, Texas.
Dallas, Texas. Lauren from Dallas. How you doing there, Lauren?
Yeah.
How's your day going?
Pretty good. I've been meaning to call into the show. It's come highly recommended to me from a lot of people. I just haven't had a chance.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, wonderful. Well, we're very happy to hear from you, Lauren. How are you doing tonight?
Pretty good. Just got off work. I have a long drive home, but I'm moving soon, so I'll be closer to work. That'll be really nice.
Oh, that's really fun. Well, hey, listen, who's your favorite fish and why?
I really like Nooper and Blooper, and
Okay.
Nooper. I really like that blue color.
Okay.
I like that to the untrained eye, they're nearly indistinguishable of each other.
Very nearly, but you'll notice from the reference photos I have up on the scoreboard, we can slightly tell the difference. You see Blooper's got more of a green tint to him, Nooper's got a white belly, and Pooper is the more bluish of them.
That's the level of experience I am hoping to gain towards the show, so that at a second glance, I could tell the difference between the three.
Okay. All right. Well, that's great. Well, hey, listen, Lauren from Dallas, would you like to answer a trivia question in exchange for 5 points to a fish of your choice?
Sure, I'm very bad at trivia depending on the topic, but I'll give it my best.
That's okay. That's okay. Let's see. Okay, I got one for you. You should know this one is pretty easy. In physics, this is the term for the amount of matter in an object.
Math?
Hey, very good. You got it.
Uh,
First try, immediately.
Yay! Physics is not one of my strong topics for trivia.
Well, you could have fooled us here at FIshcast Live. I'll tell you that right now. So, listen. To whom would you like to apply your plus or minus 5 points?
I'm going to wildcard pick and say Gordo.
Gordo. You know Gordo's in the lead, right?
Yeah, he's not in my top 3 favorites, but he's been putting on a great show tonight.
Okay, that's true. He's ratcheted all the way to the first place. Well, listen, Lauren from Texas, you've taken Gordo from a thin lead of 2 points to a commanding lead of 8 points. What do you think about that?
Well, we hope to see Gordo dominate tonight for the rest of the night, as he has been, as he deserves. I'm still out here holding out hope for Nooper, Booper, and Duper, but I think they could turn up their performance a little bit. If they really wanted it, they would get it.
That's a great point. That's great. Yeah, actually, okay. So listen, as a triplets fan, what opinion do you have of the controversy surrounding Blooper and him being potentially a heel of the tank, as some have said?
Honestly, I would support him either way.
Really? Okay. Would you now?
He's entitled to his opinions and attitudes and actions as the rest of us are.
Oh,
and
really? Even whenever he bites his brothers?
At the end of the day, we all do things that we regret, and I have to respect that at the end of the day, he barely regrets any of them at all.
Well, yeah. Being a fish, I don't think he regrets much at all, to be honest. So,
if you were to get a corporate job in some kind of corporate environment, I think he'd be rewarded. I think he'd be seen as a trailblazer and a leader for taking what he wanted.
Okay. Interesting idea. All right. Well, listen, Lauren, thank you so much for calling. Anything you want to say before we got to run?
I'm a big fan of fish. I know a little less about these exotic coral reef type fish as I do of some other fish. But
okay. What do you know about some other fish? Tell us some fish stats.
I'm really more of a fan of aquatic amphibians. They really have my heart lately. So I'd say my fish interest has gone down a bit as my amphibian interest has definitely grown. So
amphibians,
aquatic frogs, axolotls, aquatic salamanders.
Axolotl, aquatic. Okay. Like well, listen, we, being a saltwater aquarium, a saltwater reef aquarium, we obviously can't host an axolotl, right? Because they're freshwater only. But that's very cool. That's very cool. So, how many axolotls have you had? You just have the one?
I do have one. He's full grown. He's pretty ugly these days because when they hit puberty, they tend to turn out pretty ugly. But
really?
He used to be really cute.
Some of us think they start out a little ugly too, but
He's a good 10.5 inches long, which is average, if not a little on the small side.
Oh.
They can get pretty big, 12, 13 inches in some cases.
Well, listen, Lauren, no disrespect meant, but where we're from here at FIshcast Live, we think that 10 inches is pretty big.
Yeah, no, he's funny looking and he's funny to watch, but he just doesn't have a whole lot of brains. So.
Well, hey, neither do we. That's why we cast fish. Well, that's really great. Well, Lauren, hey, thanks so much for calling, and call back again next time. Maybe you can win some more points for your boy Gordo.
I hope so. Thank you for the opportunity.
No problem. All right. Hey, gotta run. Thank you so much for calling. We do appreciate it. I'd like to thank Lauren for calling in. I'd like to thank Fishmonger in the chat. And let's see, when are you going to introduce betas to the tank? The answer would be never, because as you may know, and I think this is a little bit of a troll question there, Fishmonger, but beta fish have to be kept separate or they will murder each other and other fish. They're very highly aggressive. Beta fish are kind of like the pit bulls of the fish world, let's say. So, but yeah, that's great. Thank you so much for calling in. Okay. Well, let's see what our friends at the Good News Network have for us this time. Let's see, we got some good news in history. Good news in history for August 7th. 136 years ago, today, American inventor Theophilus von Connell, yeah, very American inventor, Theophilus von Connell, received a patent for his vision of a seamless and fluid way of entering and exiting buildings, the revolving door. Starting the Von Connell Revolving Door Company in 1889, wow. His idea was so successful that he was eventually bought out by the International Steel Company, which created amphibious landing vehicles for battle tanks in World War II. However, the only remaining vestiges of that company is in fact its revolving door division. Now, isn't that good news? Thank you. Thank you, Good News Network. The simple invention, when laid out by von Connell in his patent submission, really becomes quite brilliant. It possesses, he wrote, numerous advantages over a hinged door structure. It is perfectly noiseless. I think that's not true. Effectually prevents the entrance of wind, snow, rain, or dust. Well, it's certainly better. Moreover, the door cannot be blown open by the wind. That is nice. There is no possibility of collision, and yet persons can pass both in and out at the same time. A year after his patent submission in 1889, the Franklin Institute of Philadelphia awarded the John Scott Legacy Medal for it. But von Connell would have to wait another 10 years before the first revolving door was installed at Rector's, a restaurant in Times Square in Manhattan. And that's really good news. Thank you for sharing that good news with me, ladies and gentlemen. (469-573-4388) is our phone number, and you can give us a call. The operator is standing by here at Fishbone Park Lake, ready to talk to you about, whatever you might want to talk about. No big deal. It's not a problem. We're just hanging out here, having a good time, casting our fish. This is FIshcast, and I am your host, Dave. Thank you for joining us. Maybe we should play a game of tic-tac-toe. Let's see. And who... Let us know. Call us up and let us know. Or let us know in the chat what fish should face off in Fish-tac-toe. Let us know. I'm thinking, let's see, let's take a look at the standings real quick and decide that way. All right, a couple of fish in the middle of the pack. We're gonna say Spike and Nooper. Spike and Nooper. Okay. And where is Spike? I don't see him. I don't see Spike or Mike. Great taming, guys. You know, sometimes I think the fish can tell if I'm trying to do a thing, and they just make themselves scarce and extra unhelpful. Make sure to like that stream. Please like it for Gordo. He, the leader, the current king of the tank. But will he be able to stay there for the long haul and get crowned officially at the end of the season? You gotta stick around to find out. Alright. Maybe we should do Mango versus somebody. I really wanted to play Spike versus, or Mike, one of those two against someone, but okay. Alright, well, let's see. Oh, there's, which one is that? Oh, good, it's Mike. Alright. And because Mike is behind Nooper, we're going to let him go first. So you got to swim out of the board. Oh, good. Now they're doing it to confuse us. Okay. We're going to give Mike. Mike will be represented by -1 coins in this game. And now it is Nooper's turn, and I believe he just took the top center. Give us a call, folks. 469-573-4388 for the live fish action. Alright, so let's see. It's Nooper versus Mike. And now it is Mike's turn again. And there are 7 points on the line for this game. 7 points. Come on, Mike. Alright, I'm about to start the timer, and if the timer elapses, if the timer is able to elapse before Mike has moved again, he will forfeit the game, sadly. Come on, Mike. I know you can do it. You lazy bastard. Dude. For being Bangai cardinal fish, I don't know if your cardinal fish are this way, but my cardinal fish are very frustrating because they like to just hang out by coral and they don't swim around a whole lot. You know what I mean? You ever have that problem? 30 seconds on the clock there, Mike. Come on. Come on, Mike. Wake up. Wake up, Mike. 20 seconds. Oh, but he's peeking out. He's peeking out. Is he going to do it? Is he going to do it? Come on. I'll accept Mike or Spike in this at this point. 9 seconds. 9 seconds. And that's game. Okay. Time to pay the man. And I believe that was 7 points to Nooper, which takes him to 24. A good move. He's now tied with Pooper for fourth place, excuse me. Fourth place. We're having lots of fun here, folks. 469-573-4388. If you don't call us, we'll be forced to call you. Be a real shame if we had to. Looks like we're gonna have to.
Hello.
FIshcast Live, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Okay, give me a minute.
FIshcast Live, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Um,
Caller, you sound so put upon right now. What's up with that? Why are you so
because
flustered?
I'm literally 6 feet away from you in the other room. Why are you calling? Why didn't you give me a warning or something?
I don't understand what you're saying, and also that's completely not true. I don't know you. You called us, so
You're right.
please tell me
I
your name.
just was upset that
Can
you
you can you maybe
picked
back the
up the phone.
Can you maybe back the phone away from your mouth a little bit?
Can you hear me better now?
Yes, much better, thank you.
Yes, I'm calling from Texas, and my name is.
If you want to hop off, I'm getting another caller. Do you want me to let you go? Would that be easier?
Yes. Okay. Bye.
All right.
Yes. Okay. Bye.
FIshcast Live. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, Dave. Hey, Dave. This is Steve from Rowlett again.
Hey, Steve. What's going on? How we
Man,
doing tonight?
Not much. But, man, I thought, like, Gordo should have gotten the tic-tac-toe game.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. If we can play tic-tac-toe, although he is currently in the lead. I'm not trying to widen his lead any more than we need to, right?
Yeah,
So.
But he went through all, like, he got three in a row, tic-tac-toe.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. Okay, so you're saying we should grab him, maybe him and somebody else.
Yeah.
For a tic-tac-toe game. All right. Well, let's see. Are you watching? Are you on the line? You're live, but do you have you got the video on?
I do.
Okay. Well, by special request, folks, we have Gordo versus Mike. No, I don't want to have the same thing happen again. Mike doesn't like to swim around. Let's do Gordo versus Mango. That'll be interesting. Gordo versus Mango on the tic-tac-toe. Let me just get that. So listen, Steve from Rowlett, how's your day going?
See, there's Gordo. There's Gordo coming right now.
That's right. Okay, let's see. Mango's in the lead, so he'll take the first. He'll take the first move.
Oh, no, there comes Gordo.
Right, well, they have to take turns. So because
Seems
Mango's
like to me, Gordo should get a square.
It's not his turn. Mango's going first. Mango is in second place, so he should go first. Look, the rules are made up because I make them up, and that's what I said. So.
See, look, here's Gordo going to get in another one. See, there he is. He's got
it's not his
bottom
turn.
right, bottom middle.
Yeah.
He's only one square away from getting a tic-tac-toe. 3 in a row.
Okay, hold on. All right. Okay, you've badgered me into it. Here we go. Hold on. So the +1 coins are going to represent Gordo. Let's see. Where did he go? He went there, right?
Yeah, there.
Okay.
There. And the bottom middle.
And bottom. Jeez. I'm starting to detect some pro Gordo bias in the fan base. Steve, what do you think about that? Do you agree?
I think Gordo.
Okay, here comes Mango. Come on, Mango. This is a serious fish sport that we have going on here. Our fish leads train their whole lives for this. You're kind of Steve from Rowlett, if you don't mind me saying, and I don't mean to be rude, but you're kind of making a mockery of our the Fishbone Park Lake Athletic Association takes itself very seriously.
I'm calling it the way I see it.
Okay, all right. Well.
Look. He's gonna get.
Oh, is Gordo gonna get it? Is it gonna be a complete shutout?
He's gonna get the middle.
Okay.
Yeah. Let him get up completely in the middle. No, not quite. Now, there he is right there. He gets the middle. Yeah.
Yep. All right. Well, apparently Mango has yet to score on this game of tic-tac-toe. You're supposed to take turns at tic-tac-toe. I don't know if you know that. Oh, Mango, come on. Ah, didn't even swim into the board.
Mango's not on his game today.
Apparently not. He lost the lead. Look at that.
Man, blooper would. Oh gosh, that's tic-tac-toe right there. 3
It's
in a row.
tic-tac-toe. 3 in a row. Fish-tac-toe. Excuse you. Okay. Well now.
Fish-tac-toe.
Jeez Louise, this is crazy. Or no, what did I say? It's worth tic-tac-toe's worth 7 points, so that's 53.
53.
Goodness. Gordo's running away with this game. What is going on?
Well, Mango had a chance, you know.
Yeah, Mango did have a chance. Okay, all right. Well, listen, because we played tic-tac-toe, I don't know. Do you want to answer a trivia question?
Yeah, send me a trivia question.
Okay. Let's see. Ooh, this will be good. This queen ruled over the United Kingdom from 1837 to 1901.
Queen Victoria.
Oh man, how did you know that? Jeez.
Well,
We got a smart audience. We got a smart audience here, folks.
Or a smart Alec audience.
Okay, that's fine too. We accept all kinds. All right. So listen, Steve from Rowlett, where do you want your 5 points to go? Plus or minus 5?
Put up, let me look at, Spike only has 22. Give my 5 to Spike.
Okay, hey, there we go. That's more like it. Spike needed the help, and you know what else? He's in 3rd place now. A very solid 3rd. Thank you, Steve. We appreciate it.
Bad.
Fishmonger in the chat asks, what if the fish play rock, paper, scissors? And I think that's a great idea, and it's just going to require your host to, spend a little bit of his free time making some new assets, but that shouldn't be a problem. So I tell you what, we will bring out fish, rock, paper, scissors here pretty soon.
That sounds like a good game to me.
Yeah, doesn't it? You like that idea? That's a good idea. Thank you,
Idea.
Fishmonger. All right, Steve. Anything else you want to say before we gotta run? Man.
No. Have a good day.
Okay, you have affected the board seriously. Gordo is just running away. So thank you for that. We appreciate it. Gotta run. Thank you for calling,
All right, we'll see you.
Thank you, Steve, for calling. We appreciate it. Folks, 469-573-4388. That's our number. Man, this is what a just absolutely unbelievable game this has been so far today. Can't believe it. 53 points. Gordo's first to break 50. And the pack has kind of gathered around 25 a little bit. Poor Mike is hanging in the back with 15. Mike needs help. Mike needs help, guys. Oh, incoming call. FIshcast Live, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, my name's Fred, and I'm from New York City. I would like to lodge a formal complaint to whoever your manager is.
Okay. Thanks for calling in, Fred from New York, and go. Please proceed with your complaint. We're listening. We're
Okay,
standing by to write it down.
I just absolutely cannot stand by this Gordo domination. It is absolute oppression, okay? Look,
Yeah, thank
Mango
you. I'm glad somebody
people
else is
have
noticing
been
it.
downtrodden this entire game, and I cannot stand for it, okay?
I mean, it's pretty
Listen,
upsetting.
I will be writing a letter to the Better Business Bureau. I will be writing a letter to my HOA. You will be hearing from me, young man.
Okay, well, hey, listen, make sure to let your HOA know all about FIshcast Live. We appreciate it. Tell your friends, tell your enemies, tell people you like, tell people you don't like. We appreciate any word of mouth advertising. James, was it? Is that right? No, Fred. I'm sorry, Fred. Fred from New York City.
I demand a recount. Actually, you know what? I think Fishmonger had a great idea. I think we need to have a debate. So an open communication between these two fish.
Okay. And what should it be? Between what two fish?
Gordo and Mango.
Gordo and
Obviously,
Mango.
the only
Okay.
fish who matter.
Oh, now, hey, hold on. Pump the brakes there. Now we've got all of our fish matter here, sir. Thank you very much.
Excuse me. Are you saying that all fish matter?
All of our fish matter. All of these fish leads that you listen. These are the top tier fish leads. These are the best fish.
I'm highly triggered right now. I can't believe you would say that, and not even include triggerfish.
Okay, well, sorry. We didn't include triggerfish. I don't know what to tell you. But, hey, listen, make sure to... Okay, here's the address for your complaint. You ready? You ready to copy this down? You got pen and paper? Fred?
Okay, I'm ready.
All right. It is 0 Fishbone Lane, Fishbone Lake Park, Utah, 36036.
Okay. Well, I'll just have you know, you'll be hearing from me soon, young man.
Well, yeah, well, I honestly I hope so. And like I said, tell your HOA all about FIshcast. We would appreciate that,
you
actually.
will. You absolutely will. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye now. Fred, thank you so much for calling. We really appreciate it. That was actually very entertaining for me. I really enjoyed that. So I hope you're entertained. Folks, 469-573-4388. That's our number, and you can give us a call. Don't make me call you, because you know I will. FIshcast Live. And we'll be right back after these messages. Just kidding. We're not going anywhere. We're here every Monday and Wednesday, 8 p.m. Live. FIshcast Live. Hello, caller. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hello, yes, this is Johan from Beaumont.
Johan from Beaumont. Oh, you're getting to be a regular caller there, Johan. How we doing today?
Oh, well, I like Shark Tank, and to me, this is like a close second, so
Okay.
that's why
Well,
I keep calling in with invention ideas and
a
stuff
shark
like
tank,
that.
fish tank,
Same
just
thing.
no main battle tanks, huh?
Well, I mean, sometimes you want to battle, but sometimes you got to stay home just because you don't, you're already bruised. You want to lick your wounds.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'd prefer to avoid a battle if I can, unless it's a battle of
I mean,
the fish.
I mean, yeah, that's what the smart thing to do is, only fight if you have to.
Yeah, definitely. So listen, Johan, remind me who your favorite fish is?
Oh, well, I usually like Gordo, but whenever he's so far out ahead, he's like 16 points ahead of the next closest fish, it looks
I
like.
know. He's just
I can't. I mean, he's getting too big for his britches.
Oh, you think so? Well, he's right there. You can talk to him. Talk directly to him. We'll drop a speaker we got a speaker outside the tank, and we got a monitor right there, so they can't
So how
talk
are we
back
gonna hear
to
what
us.
he says?
Well,
Yeah, I was gonna say,
listen.
how can we hear what he says back?
Johan, fish don't talk, right? I mean,
Well,
But-
I mean, I didn't know that they listened either.
well, of course they listen. Fish have ears.
Where are
But
they?
well, I don't know. Ask a biologist. Here's the answer, dude. Okay, we got a monitor that's right on the fish tank, right up against the glass. All right, so just
Okay,
speak directly to whatever fish, and we'll have to interpret their response based on their body language.
Okay. Gordo, I'm a longtime fan of yours, and I just want you to know you got to do right. Don't forget the little fishes. You got to do right by your partners in the tank. We started from the bottom, now we're here, okay? But you got to remember your brothers, okay, where you came from, okay? And
I see a nod of assent
make
from
it,
Gordo. It seems like he's agreeing with you.
Yeah, it should be sporting, okay? Sportsmanlike. Don't skunk them. You don't need to skunk them to win.
Well, that's fair.
Okay.
That's fair. I don't know. Do you believe in the
I mean-
like the mercy rule?
Well, in Little League, you stop running up the score after a while, you know, and
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying is that he's embarrassing the other fish. Maybe he's destined for the Fish Olympics, but you know,
This
still,
is the
you don't
Fish
have to
Olympics.
embarrass-
What other? Listen, this is the highest Fishbone.
What is
The
it?
Fishbone
Okay.
Park Lake Athletic Association is the premier, okay, highest level fish athletics association. Sir, I'll have you know.
Well, okay, well then that puts a different light on things. In that case, no mercy whatsoever.
That's right. I mean, we go for the world
Yeah.
record. You know.
Right, exactly. Don't hold back, Gordo. I take back everything I said, Gordo. It was all a misunderstanding. I still love you, Gordo. You're the best.
And it looks
But,
like
I-
Gordo is nodding in agreement, so we'll just have to assume that he loves you too.
Okay. Yeah.
So listen, Johan, you got any interesting invention ideas for us this week?
Well, check this idea out. Okay, so this is something new I was working up with the boys in the lab. Okay.
Okay.
So, all right. So, you know how you can sometimes file patents on improvements to ideas, right?
Okay.
Well, here's an improvement to an idea you know about. You know what a wind farm is, right? So it's a bunch of windmills that generate electricity, correct?
Right. Yeah.
Well, the problem with the wind farms, there's many problems. The windmills have to keep rotating because if they stand still, they'll deform just from weight alone.
Right.
And they also can't rotate too quickly. Okay, so there's a problem right there, or they'll start a fire. Okay, and also the electricity they produce is not only variable because it depends on the wind, and of course it's expensive to make them, and they're parts you can't really recycle them.
Yeah.
But also their power they generate is what's called dirty electricity. In other words, it has
Right.
to have a lot of work done on it. You got to spend more electricity and more power just to be able to make the energy usable, and you can mesh it in with the grid.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah, it's
so
got a very low
it's
power
honestly-
factor, doesn't it?
It may be green, quote unquote, but it's not clean.
No,
You know
it's
what I
definitely not.
mean? So, well, guess what? Here's the idea. Okay. Now I'm going to have to get you to agree to a verbal NDA. Okay. This is
yeah.
what.
Listen, you, me, and 4,800 of your closest friends, we're all listening,
That's
and
all.
we promise not to tell anybody. Okay.
That's all I asked for. It's called in our industry we call it a gentleman's NDA. It's like a
Oh, okay.
handshake. You just,
Yeah, very good.
You know, you don't need the ink paper. You just look them in the eye. You look them in the eye. You shake their hand. That's good enough. So as long as you promised to me and you did, that's good enough. So
I definitely promise.
gentlemen-
Whatever you need, Johan.
So now, for you and all the listeners and the fish, the gentleman's NDA is now in effect. Okay. So here's the idea. Wind farm has problems. Well, how do we solve them? Solar wind farm. Okay. So let me explain. It's actually solar plus gravity battery wind farm. And if you have all these parts together, what you can do, you use solar to raise up the weights on your gravity batteries, which you have in boreholes in the ground, or maybe off the side of a cliff, but they probably need to be in boreholes, honestly. So you raise them up with your solar, and then you use that power to keep your windmill spinning when there's no wind. You see?
Yeah, I suppose I do, but I guess the problem I have with that is that gravity batteries, at least the kind you're talking about that aren't like pumped storage reservoirs, don't really work. So
What do you mean they don't work?
they don't really work.
Oh, I'm sorry. Have you ever heard of a little thing called the conservation of energy?
I have heard of it, as a matter of fact.
Well, guess what? When you got potential energy, you can convert it into actual energy whenever you drop
Yeah,
that weight
by
down
raising
that
and
winch.
lowering weights. Yeah, no, that's how cuckoo
Yeah.
clocks work. Okay, but that's not how the electrical grid or power generation should work. Let's say.
I know. I mean, it's just a way of banking some energy for later when you need it because the wind isn't blowing or the sun isn't shining, and you have to keep your windmill spinning anyway.
Okay, so here's a better idea.
Yeah.
What if you took your solar wind farm, right, and then you hooked it up to pumps for a pump storage reservoir?
Now, this sounds like a screwy Archimedes idea.
No, a pump storage reservoir actually makes sense. You see, you have two lakes, one's lower than the other, right?
Okay.
And then during times when the electricity is available from the solar farm, you pump the water to the higher reservoir, okay? And
But
then
how do you pump it up to the higher reservoir? With
with
what
pumps.
actual device?
with
but
vertical
with an
turbine pumps.
Archimedes screw. With an Archimedes screw. Thank you very much.
No, that doesn't work, Johan, because an Archimedes screw requires a free-flowing stream.
Okay. Well, it's a type of gravity battery, it sounds like to me.
It is.
And I got to tell you that you passed. This was actually an interview. You didn't know.
Oh,
and so
really?
Now
Oh.
you have an offer. You have an offer to come join the team here at Armadillo Industries.
Oh man. Hey, Armadillo Aerospace, that was started by that guy John Carmack.
Yeah.
I'm sad they went
Yeah.
defunct. I was kind of a big fan of Mr. Carmack and Armadillo Aerospace. He was just early to that party, I guess. He was SpaceX before it was cool.
Well, no, actually, what happened was they got shut down by the CIA because their technology they executed some kind of secret order, and they said that your invention is now a secret, classified under national security.
I seriously hope that is true. Is that a true story you're telling me?
Everything I've said so far is true. Like
So
the total
far.
amount of it, all of it,
Okay.
my whole life, all of it's true.
Well, listen, Johan, do you want to answer a trivia question in exchange for some points to the fish of your choice?
Yeah, and this also demonstrates how true my answers are because I get them all right. Not to toot my own horn.
Okay. Let's see. All right. Known mainly for spreading a specific type of food, what Massachusetts-born 19th century man was also fond of spreading religion throughout the country on his journeys?
Oh, that would be the original Jesus freak, Johnny Appleseed.
Oh my goodness. How did you know that, actually? Well, that is the
I
correct
told
answer.
you.
Apparently
Yeah, I
apparently
speak
you
the
weren't
truth.
lying. I thought you were lying
told
when you
you.
said that. But
No, I told you.
yeah,
And he
you
was
did.
the original Jesus freak. He
You
actually
told me.
started that religion of Jesus freaks before people think it's the hippies, but it was actually Johnny Appleseed.
Wow. All the way back in, the 1870s or whatever.
Yeah, the hippies go way back too. A lot of people
Oh.
don't know that.
I did not know that. Okay, so plus or minus 5 points to the fish of your choice.
Well, here's the thing. Okay, this is just I'm a force of balance. Okay, and sometimes it seems chaotic. Okay, to actually go against my favorite fish would seem crazy, but
That
yet
would
I got to
seem crazy.
rebalance. I've got to rebalance things, and I don't want to boost this number 2 or the number 3 fish at the expense of all the other fish. So I'm going to have to deflate Gordo's lead just a little bit to keep it, interesting for
Wow.
the rest of the fish.
Listen, this is, I'm not sure if Gordo's going to appreciate that. Wow. Can you imagine?
He'll understand. He won't appreciate it now, but he'll think about it, and he'll sleep or do whatever it is that fishes do, and he'll think about it, and he'll understand.
Funny story. I do know that fish sleep, and here's how. I went on a night scuba dive once, okay? And there were these fish that were just like kind of floating a little bit, like at normally they're upright. Well, these were at a 45-degree angle. Now their eyes were open because they don't close. But I was like, well, that's a little confusing. And I went to go touch one, and it freaked out, and it woke up the rest of the fish, and they all swam away. And
So you went fish tipping.
Apparently, I went fish tipping. Yeah, just without meaning to.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Well,
funny.
you learn something new every day, bro.
I didn't know
You
that
learn-
fish sleep, so.
Now we do.
But, yep. All right. Well, Johan, thank you. Honestly, very interesting. Somewhat of an agent of chaos, but also a balance to the force. So we appreciate you
Right.
calling in.
Exactly.
Thank you.
I was prophesied. Thank you.
All right. Gotta run. Thank you for calling, Johan. That was Johan, ladies and gentlemen, from Beaumont, Texas. Apparently associated in some way with Armadillo Industries out in Beaumont. What a crazy day. This has been a crazy episode. I can't believe. Complete roller coaster. Gordo flips Mango, okay? Takes out a huge lead. Mango is, I guess, just slacking this episode. I don't know what he's doing. Just not even playing. He got DQ'd on time. He got DQ'd on time from the fish tacto. That's never happened. That's a first. That's a show first. DQ'd on time from the fish tacto. I can't believe it. Well, 469-573-4388. That's our number, and you can call us. I'm ready to hear it. Answer a trivia question. Win some points. Win some personal points for yourself. Get on the scoreboard. Not really. We won't do that. But you'll be on your own scoreboard in your own heart. Maybe we need to play a little bit of a coin jest. How about some coin jest, ladies and gentlemen? Is it that time again? Let's see. Where are we gonna go? Where are we gonna go? That seems about good. Okay. You guys ready for this? And let's hit that timer. And the timer will start momentarily. Here we go. And they're away. And that is... Oh, Blooper. Blooper just earned himself 5 points. 10 points for Blooper. Can't believe it. Oh, and is Gordo going to get a piece of the action? Ah, that didn't count. Do fins count? I don't think so. Oh, who was that? That was Nooper. Nooper gets 5. And that is Pooper. Oh, goodness. Blooper just got... Oh, my God. Blooper's going for it. Guys, Blooper's waking up. He's been sandbagging this whole episode. And he's back in the game. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And that's that. Oh my goodness. I can't believe what has happened. This is crazy. Okay. Blooper. Gordo 48. Blooper with 40. What an amazing showing from Blooper in that round. I can't believe it. So the standings are as follows. Gordo 48. Blooper 40. Mango 38. Pooper 29. Nooper 29. They're tied. Mike with 27. Oh. Mike with 27. And, or Spike with 27 and Mike with 15 in the rear. We should have Spike and Mike play Fish Tac-Toe, but it's going to be hard. Hard to tell between them. I don't know. Let us know what you think in the chat or call us up at 469-573-4388. What a crazy game. This is excellent. Excellent. You gotta be here, folks. You gotta catch the action live. Okay? You don't know what's gonna happen. Cannot believe what's been going on. But Gordo is still holding on to his lead for now. For now. And that was, I mean, that was 3 games, so we shouldn't play any more rounds tonight. But, I don't know. 469-573-4388. You're the only thing that can win these fish any more points for this evening, so give us a call. What else did I have saved? There was another story that I liked. Let me find it. Here we go. Adorable Dutch webcam of rescued seals is a big hit in Japan. Watch. This year, GNN has featured a variety of stories showing how viral posts on social media do a world of good, all around the world. Yet another entry in the series comes now from the Netherlands, where a 24-hour stream of a seal rehab center went viral on social media 8 time zones away in Japan. The Zealand Center in Peterburen is one of the premier seal hospitals in Northern Europe. They take in sick or injured seals and handle them in such a way as to maximize the chances of preserving their wild instincts. Well, that's lovely. This includes rehabilitation from injuries, and fit to purpose, the center has a large pool for young seals to swim in safely. The center set up a 24-hour live stream, a recently popularized tool in the Zookeeper and Conservationist Toolkit to help with outreach and education. Last Thursday, the Japanese X account at Hoka Times, shared the live stream of the Peterburen Seal Center with the text, "Let's all watch a seal sanctuary in the Netherlands for 24 hours." That message has now been shared over 30,000 times and reached over 14 million people. On the first day, hundreds of additional viewers tuned in to the live stream, and donations flooded into the rescue center. It was convenient that the seals were just fed so that the viewers in Japan could see that their donations were going well, says Marco Bashovin, spokesperson for the Seal Center, in a translated statement. Bashovin told New.nl that the center received in a single day as many donations as they typically receive in a month, so the digital outreach team got to work trying to cater to the Japanese, who by the next day were arriving digitally to watch the seals by the thousands. We are answering their questions via a translation program, so there's an educational side to it as well, Bashovin said. As with many viral elements on social media, the popularity of the seals took on a life of its own, with some visual artists quickly sketching up some fan art of the seals. Bashovin learned that the Japanese affectionately refer to seals in their country as tea leaves. Oh, that is adorable. One of the people we spoke to told me a tea leaf floating upright in the water is a symbol of good fortune. When seals are upright in the water, they look a bit like that, he said, explaining the connection. And let's have a look and see what... Oh, are they live right now? Oh, that's lovely. And black screen, nothing. That's unfortunate. Maybe we can run it back. Wow. Lots of Japanese people still in the chat. That's really funny. There we go. Look at the seals go. Wow. This is lovely. Thank you, Andy Corbley. Look at this, folks. We got fish. We got seals. If that doesn't lift your spirits, I don't know what will. Well, we got time for one more caller. One more caller this evening, ladies and gentlemen. 469-573-4388. Give us a call. Be there, or you're a square. You gotta be here. You got to be here for the live fish action. I'm going to keep saying it. You know, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification so you'll know when we go live. But here's a hint. It's usually going to be Monday and Wednesday at 8 p.m. Central Time. I do love watching our seal friends. But folks, I've got some bad news. And you know what it is? The fact is that this is FIshcast Live. And I'm your host, Dave. And I really enjoyed hanging out with you this evening. Thank you for stopping by and making this FIshcast such a lovely experience. You know, we really appreciate everyone. If you can hear this, we appreciate you and we love you. And you know, you improve the world. You make everything special in your own way. You know, you are a unique improvement vector for the experiences of others. And just because you may not realize it doesn't make it not so. So for FIshcast Live, I'm your host, Dave, signing off.